Good morning, boys and girls. For today's ELA lesson, I would like to start with a morning meeting. Let's start with today's date. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2020. Yesterday was Thursday, May 14th, 2020. Tomorrow will be Saturday, May 16th, 2020. So I have a surprise announcement. This is a birthday shout out for Miss Schoenfeld because on Sunday, May 17th, 2020, it is Miss Schoenfeld's birthday. Please make sure to send her happy birthday wishes. I wish we were celebrating all together in school. Now, time for our weather. What is our weather like today? Is it cloudy, sunny, partly cloudy, stormy, windy, snowy, rainy, or foggy? If you're not sure, you can always look outside a window to see. I would say that today the weather is sunny. And now it's time for our story time. Today we are reading, In My Opinion, Goods and Services Are Important. This book has been compiled by Andre Thompson. So, in my opinion, Goods and Services Are Important is a type of book called an informational text. Let's look through the pages to see what kind of features informational texts have. This is the front cover of our book called Goods and Services Are Important. Let's look inside to see what kind of text features there are. On this page, we have a table of contents. Remember, a table of contents tells us what we are reading and what page we are on. For example, a section called Eating to Survive is on page 4. And if we look here, we can see that in our section, Pictures to Think About, there are photographs, so they are real pictures. This book does not include drawings. This tells us that an informational text is a nonfiction text. Each page begins with a heading, like the one here that says Introduction. Each page again has real pictures, real photographs, and they have facts. So everything here is true information. Also, this book includes speech bubbles. So it shows us the opinions of the people on the page. This Words to Think About page is kind of like a glossary. A glossary tells us the words that are important to the book that we are reading. Again, here are the features that informational texts have. They have facts, speech bubbles, table of contents, photos and inserts, and a glossary. Now let's read. I'm going to play the story for us, and as I read, I would like you to listen carefully to different people's opinions about goods and services. Here's our story.
In my opinion, shared reading. Goods and services are important. In my opinion, goods and services are important. Compiled by Andre Thompson. Table of Contents. Introduction. Page 2. Eating to Survive. Page 4. Saving Lives. Page 6. Using Technology. Page 8. Helping Us Learn. Page 10. Conclusion. Page 12. Words to Think About. Page 14. Plan Your Opinion. Page 16. Introduction. Goods are things that people grow, make, buy, or sell. Food, clothing, cars, and homes are examples of goods. Services are work that people do for one another. For example, doctors, mechanics, and police officers provide services. All people need goods and services. In this book, you'll hear people's opinions about which goods and services are most important to them. Eating to survive. In my opinion, the most important good is food, because people cannot live without it. Food gives people energy. It helps people stay healthy. People grow, make, buy, and sell food. Food is more important than any other good.
Saving lives. In my opinion, doctors and nurses provide the most important service because they take care of people. Doctors and nurses give medicine to sick people. They help people get well. Doctors and nurses save lives every day. I think they perform the most important service.
Using technology. In my opinion, goods made for technology are important because they make people's lives easier. For example, telephones help people communicate. Computers help people do their work and learn new skills. Cars, buses, and airplanes take people where they need to go. Telephones, computers, and ways to travel make people's lives easier every day.
Helping us learn. In my opinion, teachers provide the most important service. They work hard to help children succeed. Teachers help students learn to read and write. They teach children how to explore and solve problems. Teachers provide the most important service of all.
Conclusion. You just read 4 people's opinions about the goods and services that are important to them. What good or service do you think is most important? Words to think about. Goods. Services. Opinion. Technology.
Now that we read the story, let's go back and look at some key details about what the book was about. Let's start at looking at our introduction. Here is our introduction. I am going to reread the introduction. Goods are things that people grow, make, buy, or sell. Food, clothing, cars, and homes are examples of goods. Services are work that people do for one another. For example, doctors, mechanics, and police officers provide services. All people need goods and services. In this book, you'll hear people's opinions about which goods and services are most important to them. The first sentence tells me The goods are things that people grow, make, buy, or sell. The most important part of this sentence is that goods are things. The last sentence tells me on this page that services are work that people do for one another. The most important part of that sentence is that services are work. I think explaining goods and services is a key detail to include on my web. Now let's read the next section. This page is called Eating to Survive. The first sentence says, in my opinion, the most important good is food because people cannot live without it. The key idea in this sentence is that people cannot survive without food. I will write that on my web. On this page, the section is called Saving Lives. Listen as I read this page to you, and I want you to think, what is a key detail from this page? Saving lives. In my opinion, doctors and nurses provide the most important service because they take care of people. Doctors and nurses give medicine to sick people. They help people get well. Doctors and nurses save lives every day. I think they perform the most important service. So, from what I read, what do you think is a key detail from this section? If we go back to what we have been doing on the previous pages, we can look at our first sentence. In my opinion, doctors and nurses provide the most important service because they take care of people. From that sentence, what's the most important information for us? Take a few seconds to think about it. We can say the most important information is that doctors and nurses take care of people. I will add that to my web. Now, this section is called Using Technology. Listen as I read this section to you, and again, think about a key detail from this page. Using technology. In my opinion, goods made for technology are important because they make people's lives easier. For example, telephones help people communicate. Computers help people do their work and learn new skills. Cars, buses, and airplanes take people where they need to go. Telephones, computers, and ways to travel make people's lives easier every day. What is a key detail from this section? Let's look back at our first sentence. In my opinion, goods made for technology are important because they make people's lives easier. From that sentence, what is the most important information? I'll give you some time to think about it. We could say that goods made for technology make people's lives easier. That's why they are so important. And for this section, it's called Helping Us Learn. Listen as I read the section to you and think about what are some key details. Helping us learn. In my opinion, teachers provide the most important service. They work hard to help children succeed. Teachers help students learn to read and write. They teach children how to explore and solve problems. Teachers provide the most important service of all. What is a key detail from that page? If we look on this page, and we look at the second sentence, they, or teachers, work hard to help children succeed. That is a key detail that I will add to our web. Here is our key details chart. In our center is our topic. It says, in my opinion, goods and services are important. And from each section, we found a key detail to add to our web. Listen as I read them to you. Goods are things and services are work. People cannot live without food. Teachers help children succeed. Doctors and nurses save lives. Technology goods make people's lives easier. So these are all important facts about our book and why goods and services are important. And that's the end of this lesson. I'm going to leave you with some reminders. Please submit your work for every lesson. Practice your spelling and high frequency words daily. You can still submit pictures of your recycled projects either on the portfolio page or send me a message on Class Dojo. I will like to post them later this weekend. Please make sure you stay safe and stay healthy. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.